Number 1. The 1978 GMC 1500 Sierra Grande regular cab long bed, listed for $5,500 and located in Mechanicsville, Maryland. This is a two-wheel drive long bed truck that captures the simple, durable charm GM pickups are known for, and it comes with a claimed 40,000 miles showing on the odometer. Under the hood is a 305 V8 fitted with a mild cam, paired to a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a proven and reliable combo that's easy to maintain and upgrade if desired. Over the last year, the seller has put a lot of time and money into refreshing the truck mechanically, making it far more than just a park project. It has a brand new gas tank, a new radiator, a new carburetor, and an electric fuel pump, all helping ensure dependable fuel delivery and cooling. The ignition system has been upgraded with an HEI distributor and also features a new exhaust system, giving it a clean, healthy sound without going over the top. On the suspension side, Beltec lowering shocks have been installed, giving the truck a more aggressive stance while still keeping it comfortable and usable. Braking has not been overlooked either, with brand new brakes and brake lines recently installed, which is a big plus for safety and peace of mind on an older truck. As an added bonus, the sale includes a spare 305 engine along with additional parts, offering extra value and future flexibility, whether you want to keep parts on hand or plan a rebuild down the road. Overall, this 1978 GMC Sierra Grande long bed is a great candidate for someone looking for a classic GM pickup that already has many of the common maintenance and upgrade items handled. It's suitable as a weekend cruiser, light hauler, or foundation for a mild rest-a-mod. At $5,500 or best offer, it presents an affordable way to get into a vintage GMC truck with solid bones and lots of recent work already done. Number 2. The 1971 Ford F-250 long bed, listed at $7,500 and located in Westerly, Rhode Island. This truck is a Sport Custom Explorer Camper Special 2WD that was just shipped in from Washington State, where it spent much of its life as a farm truck hauling diesel fuel to agricultural equipment. That kind of use typically means steady, honest work rather than hard abuse, and it shows in the way this truck reportedly runs and drives today. Power comes from a 360 FE V8 backed by an automatic transmission, along with desirable power steering and power brakes, making it far more comfortable to drive than many bare-bones work trucks from the era. According to the seller, the truck runs strong and drives well, and it was recently driven several miles without issue, but it should still be considered a project rather than a finished, turnkey classic. The brakes need adjustment and are currently a bit sensitive. The driver's side exhaust manifold gasket needs attention, and the driver's floor pan has some rust, which is fairly typical for a working truck of this age. That said, the seller has already started gathering the correct parts to move it closer to a solid, mostly original driver. Included so far are the grille inserts and hood trim end pieces, which are often missing or hard to source, and a brand new 24F battery has been installed. A correct set of door panels is also on the way. They'll need to be dyed from green to blue, but having the proper panels in hand is a big plus for authenticity and future interior restoration. The truck comes with a clean title and bill of sale, and the seller is upfront that the $7,500 price reflects its current condition, noting that the price will likely increase as more work is completed and additional parts are acquired. Overall, this F-250 offers a solid foundation for someone looking for a classic early 70s Ford long bed with a real history, a strong FE engine, and many of the expensive or hard-to-find pieces already being gathered, making it an appealing project for a buyer who wants to finish it gradually while still being able to drive and enjoy it along the way. Number 3. The 1969 Chevrolet C10 regular cab long bed, listed at $8,500 and located in Piedmont, Missouri. This truck represents one of the most desirable generations of Chevy pickups, known for their clean body lines, simple mechanicals, and excellent drivability. And this example offers a great blend of originality and thoughtful upgrades. Power comes from a 350 V8 paired with a 4-speed manual Muncie transmission, giving it that true old-school truck feel that many enthusiasts are after. According to the seller, it runs and drives well and still wears its original paint, which adds a lot of character and authenticity for collectors who appreciate patina rather than shiny restorations. Even more importantly, the foundation of this truck is solid. The frame, bed, and body are described as being in very good condition, and new OEM rocker panels have already been installed, addressing one of the most common rust areas on these trucks. Mechanically, this C10 has seen some very meaningful and costly upgrades that significantly improve real-world usability. The front end has been upgraded with brand new power disc brakes from the Right Stuff, offering far better stopping performance and safety compared to the original setup. Along with that, a Borgeson power steering kit was recently installed, transforming how the truck drives and making it much easier and more comfortable to handle, especially at low speeds or on longer trips. The truck was aligned immediately after the steering upgrade, so it's set up properly and ready to be driven. In addition to the work already done, the sale includes a handful of mostly new spare parts, including brand new door seals from LMC Truck, which is another nice bonus since weather sealing is often overlooked but expensive to replace later. With 144,454 miles showing, this C10 has clearly been used and enjoyed over the years, but it hasn't been abused, and its current condition makes an excellent candidate for someone who wants a classic pickup they can drive now while improving gradually over time. At $8,500 or best offer, this truck sits in a very appealing spot in the market, especially considering the solid body, original paint, manual transmission, and recent upgrades that would cost a significant amount to replicate today. Overall, this 1969 Chevy C10 long bed is a great opportunity for a buyer looking for a genuine, mechanically improved classic truck that still retains an original charm and character without being over-restored. Number 4. The 1971 Ford F-100 Custom, listed at $10,000 and located in Waller, Texas. Showing 143,446 miles. This truck checks a lot of boxes for enthusiasts who want something raw, mechanical, and unapologetically vintage rather than over-restored or modernized. Under the hood sits a 302 cubic inch V8, paired with a true throwback drivetrain, a 3-speed 3-on-the-tree manual transmission, with a shifter mounted on the steering column, just the way Ford built them back in the day. While the engine is not the original to the truck, it was pulled from a 1970s Ford van and is reported to run extremely well, giving this F-100 a reliable and proven power plant that still stays air-correct. The seller is very upfront about the condition, emphasizing that this is not a perfect truck, and that honesty actually adds to its appeal. The body shows dents and dings that tell its story, but rust is described as minimal, which is a big plus for a Texas truck of this age. There are small cosmetic details that could be polished or improved, but none that take away from its ability to be driven and enjoyed as is. In fact, the truck has been regularly driven on short trips, and according to the seller, it runs amazingly and shifts just as well, making a strong candidate for someone who wants a classic pickup they can hop in and drive without a long restoration process. Visually, this F-100 leans into its vintage vibe with old-school mag wheels wrapped in tires that still have good tread, giving a tough, period-correct stance. The short bed, single-cab configuration is especially desirable, as it captures that clean, muscular look that has made these early 70s F-Series trucks so popular in recent years. It's the kind of truck that turns heads not because it's flawless, but because it feels authentic and honest. Paperwork-wise, The sale is based on a bill of sale only. Titles are not required in Georgia, according to the seller, but buyers should always verify their own state's requirements before purchasing. The owner is open to answering questions and can provide additional photos upon request, which is always a good sign. At an asking price of $10,000, this 1971 Ford F-100 Custom offers a solid platform with desirable drivetrain, strong running condition, and a right amount of patina for someone looking to enjoy a true classic truck without worrying about keeping it perfect. Number 5. The 1970 Ford F-100, listed for $12,000 and located in Latham, New York. Showing just 4,999 miles since the engine rebuild, this pickup strikes a nice balance between being drivable now and still leaving plenty of room for personalization or further upgrades down the road. Power comes from a rebuilt 302 cubic inch V8 with less than 5,000 miles on it, giving buyers some peace of mind compared to an unknown, high-mileage engine. The motor is upgraded with a 4-barrel carburetor and headers, which should provide better breathing, stronger throttle response, and a bit more attitude in both sound and performance. That V8 is backed by a C4 automatic transmission, a proven and popular Ford gearbox known for its reliability and broad aftermarket support, making future service or upgrade straightforward. This F-100 is a two-wheel drive truck, which keeps things simple and lighter than a four-wheel drive setup and makes it a great candidate for a street cruiser, shop truck, or light-duty hauler. The seller notes that it runs and drives, so it's not a pile of parts or stalled restoration. It's something you can actually start, move, and enjoy while deciding what direction you want to take it. At the same time, it's clearly positioned as a project truck, meaning there's still work to be done for anyone aiming to turn it into a show-quality example or fully sorted daily driver. One detail worth noting is that the rear end is not a POSI unit, so traction upgrades could be on the list for buyers planning performance improvements. Still, the core ingredients are here: a desirable model year, a freshened V8, an automatic transmission, and classic 70s F-Series styling that continues to climb in popularity. At $12,000, this 1970 Ford F-100 presents an attractive opportunity for someone who wants a solid running classic with a rebuilt engine, but who also enjoys the idea of finishing and tailoring a truck to their own taste. Whether built into a clean cruiser, a mild hot rod pickup, or just preserved as a vintage driver, it's a strong base with plenty of potential. Number 6. The 1990 Ford Ranger XLT, listed at $8,000 and located in Columbus, Indiana. Showing 100,320 miles on the odometer, and with mileage that may climb slightly since it's still driven regularly. This Ranger stands out as a true daily driven classic rather than a tired project that's been sitting for years. Under the hood is Ford's 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine paired with an automatic transmission. This drivetrain is known for its simplicity, durability, and ease of maintenance, making it a popular choice for anyone who wants a reliable, lightweight truck. According to the seller, the truck has been daily driven for the past 4 years and has been consistently dependable, which is a big plus in today's classic mini truck market. Even better, both the heat and air conditioning work properly, adding real-world comfort that many older trucks simply don't have anymore. Inside, the Ranger has been updated with a Bluetooth-capable Alpine head unit, giving you modern connectivity while still keeping the classic interior layout intact. Externally, the truck has a clean mini truck stance thanks to DJM lowering beams up front, giving it a low, aggressive look without sacrificing drivability. That stance is paired with brand new wheels and tires, which not only improve appearance, but also mean one less immediate expense for the next owner. The seller does note that the truck could use some paint work in a couple of spots, so it's not a flawless show truck. But that also means that the driver you can enjoy without worrying about every little blemish. Where this deal really becomes interesting is what comes with it. The sale includes a 2.3 turbo coupe engine swap, AT5 manual transmission, and various other parts the owner has collected over the years. That opens the door for a serious performance upgrade for the next owner, turning this already cool Ranger into a turbocharged street or track toy if desired. As for the sale terms, this listing is clearly geared toward a trade. The seller is primarily looking for a four-wheel drive, double-cab Toyota Tacoma to better fit family needs. Cash isn't the main goal, but if no suitable trade is available, the asking price is $8,000. To sweeten the deal even further, the seller mentions a possibility of including a 2025 Honda CRF 250F motorcycle in the right trade, which could be a major bonus for the right buyer. Overall, this 1994 Ranger XLT offers a rare mix of reliability, tasteful modifications, daily usability, and future performance potential. For someone looking for a classic mini truck with character or a solid base for a turbo swap, this Ranger checks a lot of boxes and comes with a story of responsible ownership to match. Number 7. The 1982 Chevrolet 1500 regular cab long bed, priced at $8,750 and located in Covington, Virginia. Showing just 96,000 miles, this truck appears to be an honest, well-kept example rather than an over-restored build. This is a Chevrolet Scottsdale LWB in two-wheel drive configuration, powered by a 305 V8 paired with an automatic transmission. The drivetrain is known for being smooth, dependable, and easy to live with, making this truck a great choice for cruising, weekend chores, or casual classic truck enjoyment. According to the seller, it runs and drives great, which suggests it's ready to be driven and enjoyed immediately. One of the big highlights here is the exterior. The truck wears patina paint that gives a genuine square body character without hiding major issues. Even better, the seller states there is no rust, and the bed is described as excellent, both huge selling points for any long bed Chevy of this era. It's a kind of patina that looks intentional and authentic, not neglected. Inside, the truck continues to impress. The interior is in nice condition and well optioned for an early 80s pickup. It features cruise control, tilt steering, power brakes, and power steering, options that significantly improve drivability compared to more basic work truck trims. Adding even more appeal, the air conditioning blows cold, which is becoming increasingly rare and valuable on square-body Chevrolets. Overall, this 1982 Chevrolet 1500 Scottsdale long bed offers a strong combination of originality, comfort features, solid condition, and everyday usability. With clean patina, no rust, a great bed, and a comfortable interior, it presents itself as a ready-to-drive classic square body at an attractive price point. For $8,750, this is a strong option for anyone looking to get into a dependable, good-looking Chevy truck they can enjoy right away. Number 8. The 1964 Ford F-100 Custom Cab, priced at $12,000 and located in Grantsboro, North Carolina. This is one of those trucks that really captures what vintage pickups are all about: simple, honest, usable, and full of character. With just 53,480 miles showing, this F-100 stands out as a solid survivor rather than an over-restored show truck. This truck is a short bed, which immediately makes it more desirable among collectors and enthusiasts. Under the hood sits the original 292 cubic inch V8, a dependable and proven Ford engine known for its durability and smooth torque. That V8 is paired with a 3-speed straight-shift manual transmission, giving you a true hands-on driving experience that modern trucks just don't offer. It's the kind of setup that makes every drive feel connected and mechanical in the best way possible. According to the seller, this F-100 is a dependable driver, not a trailer queen. That means it's the kind of truck you can actually enjoy, cruise it around town, take it to local meets, or even use it on weekend drives without constantly worrying about reliability. The truck runs as it should, and that's a big plus when dealing with vehicles from this era. Condition-wise, the body is described as good with very little rust, which is extremely important for a truck that's over 60 years old. Rust is often the biggest headache with vintage pickups, so starting with a solid body gives the next owner a huge advantage, whether you plan to keep it as is or slowly improve it over time. Having a clean foundation makes all the difference. The custom cab trim adds another layer of appeal. Back in the 1960s, the custom cab package was Ford's way of offering a more comfortable, better-equipped pickup, something that blurred the line between work truck and daily transportation. That makes this F-100 especially attractive to buyers who want classic looks without a completely bare-bones feel. From an investment standpoint, early 60s Ford F-100s have been consistently gaining appreciation, especially original, short-bed examples that haven't been heavily modified. This truck fits nicely into that category. It's original where it matters, mechanically simple and still usable, which makes it appealing to both collectors and enthusiasts who just want to drive and enjoy their classic. In summary, this 1964 Ford F-100 Custom Cab offers classic styling, original V8 power, a desirable short bed configuration, and solid overall condition. At $12,000, it represents a well-balanced opportunity. Whether you're looking for a vintage truck to enjoy immediately, a light restoration project, or a classic piece to hold on to and watch appreciate over time, this is the kind of pickup that reminds you why old trucks continue to be so loved. Number 9. The 1984 Chevrolet C10 Scottsdale, priced at $16,000 and located in Pickering, Ontario. This is not a polished trailer queen. It's a solid, honest driver with serious power and the kind of presence that only a square-body Chevy can deliver. This C10 shows 283,000 kilometers on the odometer, which may sound high at first, but it tells the story of a truck that's been used, maintained, and cared for, not just parked and forgotten. One of the biggest selling points here is that the truck has been oil sprayed every year, a huge deal for a Canadian vehicle. That kind of preventative care goes a long way in preserving the frame and body, especially in areas where rust can quickly become a problem. As a result, this C10 is described as a solid driver, not a rust bucket. Under the hood is where things really get interesting. This truck is powered by a 454 big block V8, giving it serious torque and unmistakable muscle truck attitude. Big block C10s are becoming increasingly hard to find, especially ones that are already swapped and running. Paired with an automatic transmission, this setup makes the truck easy to drive while still delivering that raw, old-school Chevy power every time you hit the throttle. Whether cruising down the highway or pulling away from a stoplight, this truck is all about presence and authority. The truck features a long box, making it practical as well as powerful. Long bed square bodies are perfect for hauling, cruising, or turning into a rolling shop truck or weekend hauler while still enjoying classic styling. The Scottsdale trim keeps it true to its work truck roots, which many enthusiasts actually prefer over overly fancy restorations. A lot of recent maintenance has already been handled, which adds real value. It has new brakes, new tie rods, and new front springs, meaning the truck isn't just strong in a straight line. It's been cared for in terms of safety and drivability as well. Those suspension and steering updates help it feel more stable and confident on the road. Inside, it's been updated with new radio and speakers, allowing you to enjoy modern sound without sacrificing the classic interior feel. There's also new window trim, which helps freshen up the exterior appearance. Another bonus is the inclusion of tons of spare parts, a huge advantage for any classic truck owner. Extra parts mean less time searching, less money spent later, and more peace of mind when it comes to long-term ownership. Perhaps one of the strongest points in this listing is that the truck has been professionally appraised at $19,775, yet the asking price is $16,000 with no trades. That puts this C10 well below its appraised value, making it a compelling deal for someone looking to get into a big block square body without overpaying. In summary, this 1984 Chevrolet C10 Scottsdale offers classic square body styling, massive 454 big block power, solid maintenance history, and real-world drivability. It's not pretending to be something it's not. It's a strong, usable muscle truck with character, value, and attitude. If you're looking for a classic Chevy pickup that you can drive, enjoy, and still turn heads with, this one deserves serious consideration. Number 10. The The 1984 GMC Sierra 2500 regular cab, listed for $18,000 and located in Effingham, New Hampshire near Ossipee. This is a classic GMC 2500 two-wheel drive truck that blends vintage style, light-duty toughness, and exceptionally low mileage into one very appealing package. One of the standout features of the Sierra 2500 is the mileage. The truck shows just 42,800 actual miles, which is remarkable for a 1984 model. According to the seller, the mileage is supported by Carfax records that track the odometer over the years, adding an extra layer of confidence for anyone shopping for a legitimately low-mile square body. Trucks like this were built to work, and finding one that hasn't been driven into ground is becoming extremely rare. Under the hood, you'll find a 350 cubic inch V8, a proven and dependable Chevy/GMC power plant that's known for its durability, simplicity, and wide availability of parts. It's paired with an automatic transmission, making this truck easy and comfortable to drive. Whether you're cruising back roads, heading to a local show, or just enjoying a weekend drive, this is described as a running and driving truck, meaning it's not a stalled project. It's ready to be enjoyed as it sits. The truck is AC 2500, which places above the half-ton in terms of strength and capability. Even though it's a 2WD, the heavier-duty stance gives a solid, planted feel and that unmistakable square body presence. It's the kind of truck that looks just as good cruising through town as it does sitting proudly in a driveway or garage. Visually, the Sierra really shines. The truck has been repainted in an original two-tone blue color scheme by the previous owner, and the seller notes that it looks great. The classic GMC square body lines, combined with a clean paint and proper color combination, give it that timeless 1980s truck appeal without being overly flashy. It still looks period correct, which is exactly what collectors and enthusiasts tend to look for. This truck is being sold by the current owner on behalf of his father, which often suggests long-term ownership and careful handling rather than quick flips. It's located in Effingham, New Hampshire, an area not typically kind to old trucks, making its condition and mileage even more impressive. Overall, this 1984 GMC Sierra 2500 regular cab offers a rare mix of very low verified mileage, classic square body styling, dependable V8 power, and clean presentation. It's not marketed as a modified hot rod or a beat-up work truck. It's a well-kept, honest classic pickup that still has plenty of life left. For someone looking for a collectible yet drivable GMC square body that stands out for all the right reasons, this one checks a lot of boxes and deserves a serious look. Number 11. The 1986 GMC 1500 regular cab long bed, listed for $6,500 and located in Akron, Ohio. This truck isn't just a weekend toy or a park project. It's described by the owner as a current daily driver, which already says a lot about its reliability and overall usability. What really sets this GMC apart is what's under the hood. Instead of a traditional gas V8, this truck is powered by the 6.2-liter Detroit diesel, a legendary engine known for its longevity, fuel efficiency, and low-end torque. Making it even more desirable is the addition of a Banks turbo, which wakes the engine up nicely and gives it improved performance while still maintaining that classic diesel durability. According to the seller, the harmonic balancer was recently replaced, addressing one of the known weak points on these motors, which is a big plus for long-term ownership. Starting reliability is another strong point here. The seller notes that the truck has no problems firing up in the morning, something that can't always be said for older diesel rigs. Once on the road, it drives great with tight steering, good shocks, and a solid overall feel. This truck is set up with highway gearing, allowing it to comfortably cruise at 80 miles per hour without issue, making it a realistic option for longer trips or daily commuting. Comfort hasn't been overlooked either. Everything works, including both heat and air conditioning, which is a big deal in an older square body truck. These details make it far more than just a nostalgic classic. It's something you can actually live with day to day. Adding to its practicality are the dual 20-gallon fuel tanks, both of which were just replaced, giving you excellent range and peace of mind on longer drives. With 172,000 miles on the odometer, this GMC has been used. But that's not unusual for a diesel of this era, and it's clear the truck has been maintained well enough to remain in daily service. It comes with a clean title, and the seller is asking $6,500 or best offer, which feels very reasonable considering the diesel power, turbo setup, and overall condition. The seller is open to trades, particularly for other diesel vehicles or something faster, but is primarily looking to sell. All things considered, this 1986 GMC 1500 long bed diesel offers a rare combination of classic square body looks, turbocharged diesel performance, modern road manners, and real-world practicality. If you're looking for a unique, usable classic truck that stands out from the usual gas-powered crowd, this one definitely deserves a closer look. Number 12. The 1970 Chevrolet C10 long bed, listed at $15,500 and located in Williamsburg, Ohio. This is one of those trucks that really captures the simple, honest charm of early 1970s Chevrolet pickups. Before computers, before overcomplication, just solid design and straightforward drivability. This C10 is powered by a 6-cylinder engine, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission, a combination that many purists appreciate for its durability and ease of maintenance. While it may not be a high horsepower setup, these inline-six engines are well known for being smooth, dependable, and long-lasting. According to the seller, the truck runs and drives good, which makes this an excellent candidate for someone looking for a classic pickup they can actually use and enjoy without immediately jumping into a full restoration. The 66,000 miles shown on the odometer add to the appeal, suggesting relatively light use over the truck's long life. Long bed C10s like this were true workhorses when new, and today they offer a great balance of classic looks and real utility. Whether you want a vintage cruiser, a shop truck, a weekend hauler, or a solid starting point for a light resto or mild custom build, this truck checks a lot of boxes. Visually, the 1970 model year sits in a sweet spot for Chevrolet styling. You get the clean, square lines of the second-generation C10, along with a timeless front-end design that still turns heads today. The long bed gives it that unmistakable stance, functional, purposeful, and unmistakably classic American pickup. From a paperwork standpoint, this truck comes with a clean Ohio title, which is always an important detail when dealing with vintage vehicles. The seller has clearly stated no trades, so this is a straightforward sale at $15,500, aimed at a serious buyer who appreciates what this truck is. Overall, this 1970 Chevrolet C10 long bed is a great example of a classic truck that hasn't been overbuilt or heavily altered. It offers originality, drivability, and strong vintage character, making it especially appealing to collectors and enthusiasts who value simplicity and authenticity. Trucks like this are getting harder to find in honest, running condition, and whether you keep it stock or personalize it over time, it's the kind of classic that can be enjoyed right away and appreciated for years to come. Number 13. The 1992 Ford F-150 Flairside, listed at just $400 and located in Myerstown, Pennsylvania. Deals like this don't come around often, especially when the fundamentals are this solid. This is a classic early 90s F-150 pickup with 170,000 miles and an automatic transmission, featuring the popular Flairside bed that gives the truck a sportier, more distinctive look compared to the standard style side. The seller notes that both the frame and body are in very good condition, which is a huge plus for a truck of this age, especially in the Northeast. There is only minor damage at the rear, making this an excellent foundation for a build or restoration being now. Transparency is key here. The engine is currently locked up and the truck will need to be towed. However, the seller had planned to swap in a lower mileage 302 V8 from a parts truck, and for anyone with mechanical experience or access to a donor engine, this could be a very manageable project. Because the body and frame are already solid, you're saving considerably on the most expensive and time-consuming aspects of restoration. The truck is equipped with 4-wheel drive, which instantly adds value and versatility, making it a great candidate for an off-road build winter beater or utility rig. It also features dual fuel tanks, a classic Ford setup that provides extended driving range and practicality. Inside, the interior is in good shape overall, with the only noted issue being missing door panels on both the driver and passenger sides. Again, something that's relatively easy to source. Importantly, the truck comes with a clear title in the seller's name, which makes the transaction straightforward and stress-free. At $400, this 1992 Ford F-150 is firmly in project territory, but it's the kind of project that makes sense. Whether you're looking for a donor truck, a winter build, a V8 swap platform, or simply a cheap entry point into a 4x4 classic pickup, the value here is undeniable. The seller is also open to trades for a motorcycle or ATV, adding even more flexibility. Overall, this is a no-nonsense, low-cost project truck with strong bones, solid paperwork, and plenty of potential. For the right buyer, this F-150 could be brought back to life without breaking the bank, and could easily turn into a very capable and cool classic Ford pickup. Number 14. The 1984 Chevy C70 dump truck, listed for $5,700 and located in Henderson. This truck is a solid workhorse with plenty of life left, making it ideal for someone in need of a reliable medium-duty truck for hauling, landscaping, or light construction work. It has 70,000 miles on the odometer and features a manual transmission paired with a 366 cubic inch gas engine. The truck also has a 2-speed differential, giving it extra torque for heavy loads, and the rear brake rotors, calipers, and pads have all been recently replaced, ensuring it stops safely under full load. This Chevy C70 is classified as Class C, and it drives smoothly on the highway, making it surprisingly versatile for both worksite and local transport. The truck is equipped with practical features like a power tarp and a spreader gate, which add real-world functionality for anyone hauling loose material like gravel, sand, or mulch. Interestingly, this dump truck started its life at a community college, which likely explains its careful usage and low mileage. It was last used in 2019, so while it's been sitting a bit, it's mechanically solid and ready to return to work. The seller notes that they simply didn't use enough to justify keeping tags, and jokes about not wanting to think about what a brand new dump truck costs. An understatement, considering how quickly new equipment prices climb. At $5,700, this 1984 Chevy C70 is a rare find, a low-mileage, well-maintained, fully functional dump truck that's ready for work without breaking the bank. It's perfect for someone who wants a dependable truck that already has the heavy-duty features you need.